Hello, dear friends. Today I'm going to read a story to you about The Tiny Seed by Eric Carle. It is autumn. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than any of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are all they going? Do you see the tiny seed? They are flying up in the air. Uh-oh, a big sun. One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up, up it goes. It flies too high, and the sun's hot rays burn it up. But the tiny seed sails on with the others. Do you see the seed here getting burned? Uh-oh. Another seed lands on a tall and icy mountain. The ice never melts and the seeds cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on, but the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. One of the seeds is landing on a mountain. Look, and I think it's gonna be frozen, right? Now they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns. The other sails on with the wind, but the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. Look, it's right here, the tiny one. Let's see. One seed drifts down onto the desert. It is hot and dry, and the seeds cannot grow. Now the tiny seed is flying very low, but the wind pushes it on the wing with others. Right here. Finally, the wind stops, and the seeds fall gently down on the ground. A bird comes by and eats one seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is so small that the bird does not see it. Do you want to see the bird eating the seed? Uh-oh. Let's see. Where's the tiny seed? It's so tiny nobody can see it, especially the bird. Look. Now it's winter. After their long trip, the seeds settle down. They look just as if they are going to sleep in the earth. Snow falls and covers them like a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse that also lives in the ground eats a seed for his lunch. But the tiny seed lies very still and the mouse doesn't see it. Look at the hungry mouse. He ate one seed. Now it's spring. After a few months, the snow has melted. It is really spring. Birds fly by, the sun shines, the rain falls. The seeds grow so round and full they started to burst open a little. Now they are not seeds anymore, they are plants. First they send roots down into the earth, then their little stems and leaves begin to grow up toward the sun and air. There is another plant that grows much faster than the new little plant. It is a big, fat weed, and it takes all the sunlight and the rain away from one of the small new plants, and that little plant dies. The tiny seed has not begun to grow yet. It will be too late. Hurry! But finally, it too starts to grow into a plant. Do you see the one? Uh-oh. The warm weather also brings the children out to play. They too have been waiting for the sun in springtime. One child doesn't see the plant as he runs along. Uh-oh, he breaks one. Now it cannot grow anymore because he stepped on it. See? The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast, but it neighbor grows even faster. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has 7. And look, a bud, and now even a flower. But what is happening? First, there are footsteps, then a shadow looms over them. Then a hand reaches down and breaks off the flower. Oh. Look. A boy has picked the flower to give to a friend. It is summer. Now the tiny plant from the tiny seed is all alone. It grows on and on. It doesn't stop. The sun shines on it and the rain waters it. It has many leaves. It grows taller and taller. It is taller than the people. It is taller than the trees and is taller than the houses. And now a flower grows on it. People come from far and near to look at this flower. It is the tallest flower they have ever seen. It's a giant flower. Look how big is that? Look how giant is it? All summer long, the birds and the bees and the butterflies came visiting. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower. See? He's so big, he's almost reaching the sun. Now it's autumn again. The days grow shorter, the nights grow cooler, and the wind carries yellow and red leaves past the flower. Some petals drop from the giant flower and they sail along with the bright leaves over the land and down to the ground. See? Oh, look. The wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all its petals. It sways and bends away from the wind, but the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. Once more the wind shakes the flower, and this time the flower seed pod opens. Out come many tiny seeds that quickly sail far away on the wind. See, do you remember how we started the story? There was a flower and it was a very strong wind, and all these seeds flew with the wind. Now it's the same, and I bet it's gonna happen again. They're gonna land on the ground and one of the seeds gonna survive and grow as a big plant and a big flower, right? Nice. And actually, guys, this story was all about seasons. It was first autumn, then winter, then spring, and summer. And we saw that how the tiny seeds and actually all the seeds were surviving and living during this time, during this period, right? So hope you like the story. And when we go back to our class and to the school, we're gonna check what's happened to our plants. See you soon, my loves.